My name is Al Jerkol. I'm the primary keeper of the Marco Polo trail animals, which include the moon bears, snow leopards, and dromedary camels. I've been a zookeeper for over 20 years. So I've been here at Roger Williams Park Zoo since for 12 and a half years. It is a physically demanding job as well as a mentally challenging job. What drew me to zookeeping was my grandmother actually had worked at this zoo when I was a boy, and I used to come and visit her, and then I became a docent while I was in high school. Believe it or not, they used to let people in at a younger age, and I was actually the second docent class at Roger Williams Park Zoo. Then I went away to college, and I just always had a lifelong affinity and interest with working with animals, and I wanted to work with animals on a daily basis, and I was inspired by my grandmother and followed in her footsteps, and I ended up back at the zoo that she was at originally. I look at enrichment as something that you would present to an individual that would stimulate the mind or the body. It could be something sensory, like an auditory music type thing, or wolves howling, or waves crashing. It could be a scent enrichment where you could use different animal fur, or feathers, or spices, or hunting lures. And it could also be a toy or a type of enrichment that they can manipulate. And also there's food enrichment, which could be novel food items or food items they don't get as often. The way we choose enrichment is we try not to do the same thing every day. We try to keep the animals thinking and keep them excited about it. So we may use scent enrichment one day, and then use a toy the next day, and then maybe food enrichment the next day. I work with the Dromedary Camels, and they can be very challenging. There's two females. They have absolutely polar personalities. We have them halter trained and lead trained, so we can lead them up onto a scale and have them stand there. We can have them cush on command, which is go into a down position, and we're training them currently for a blood draw, so we can draw blood reliably from them without stressing them out. Much easier that way. And I work also with the moon bears, and it's a male and a female, brother-sister pair. Very intelligent animals, very curious animals. George is the male moon bear, and Gracie is the female. Sometimes we use what are called puzzle feeders, and we'll put a food item inside, and the animal will have to figure out how to extract the food from it. As a static enrichment right in the exhibit, we have what's called a wobble tree in the moon bear exhibit. And that's a pole that has a basket on the top. And the pole is set in a form where it can move around. The basket on the top has cutouts, two separate cutouts. So if you put, say, an apple or any round piece of fruit, the animal or the bear would have to manipulate the pole and watch the cutout holes to get the fruit to fall out of the basket and onto the ground. And it's pretty funny because when we first put it in there, you can actually see where the paint is rubbed off for where Gracie, the female moon bear, will stand up and shake the pole, and she's become pretty adept at it. And the male moon bear, once again, being slothful, just sits at the bottom and gathers all the fruits of her labor. When you design an exhibit, you certainly want to work into the plans what we call static enrichment, or permanent features that would be enriching for the animal. Such as in the moon bear exhibit, we have a climbing structure where the moon bears can climb up, which is the natural behavior of them. The male moon bear, George, likes to climb up, and he's a bit of a loaf. He likes to sleep up there during the day. He likes to keep his eyes out, looking around for his keepers. North Smithfield High School class is building a love swing for them that'll be suspended from a climbing structure. We also have a pool and a waterfall for the moon bears, which they enjoy quite a bit during the summer months. I feel it's important for the public to appreciate enrichment and know why we do enrichment, because it makes for a healthier animal, mentally and physically. It keeps the animals happy, it keeps them continuing to do their natural behaviors that they would do in the wild, so the public has a chance to see that and to see how very much every animal here is like us. We're all the same. We don't like to be bored, we like to be challenged, we like to be creative. I love my job, I love my animals, and I love coming to work most days. Love that part.